Hello, this is Palico Padge, and welcome back to more of the Curious Expedition. Curious Expedition. We're back with Marie Curie. We've lost a couple of Trek members due to an abomination, he says with inverted commas in the air with his fingers. A social outcast, definitely. Probably doesn't help the fact that she eats her Trek members, but you know, I'm not one to judge. Well, I am one to judge because she's eaten 2 Trek members and now we have no one in the Trek. But we survived, and that's all that matters. We didn't get a lot. The fame of getting first and finding the Golden Pyramid has kept us ahead, but we definitely need to pull up our socks for the next one. So let's see what we are going to be looking at this time. We have the Sorrowful Drylands, a harsh and desolate area for experienced explorers. A Golden Pyramid can be found. We have the Horrible Jungle, a well-balanced region. A Golden Pyramid can be found. And we have the Merciless Desert, scorching heat and sand as far as the eye can see. A Golden Pyramid can be found. Now, that's got an interesting green glowy thing in that one. And that one also has an interesting green glowy thing. I think, because that has 2 shrines and that has 3 shrines. We've got to keep it easy on this go because we have no Trek members. After getting up very early, I arrived at the harbour. We had some more time before the ship would be ready, so I saw if there was anything else I could do. A trader approached me with a request. He was a collector of sorts and promised to pay me well for any instruments that we would return with. Okay, so instruments are the way forward. The trader was glad to see that I accepted his request. He wished us luck on our journey. As I was one of the most famous explorers, the boarding of our ship had attracted some attention. I was approached by several capable persons that were willing to accompany me or my expedition into the unknown. Who did I want to recruit? Right. So we have Estelle Eleanor Hargier, the artiste. We have Nathaniel Minton, the cultist, who is our dirty racist. And then we have Ardeshir Mehta, the trader, who is claustrophobic. I think it's going to be the trader. We get the haggle buff, which is awesome. I'm not worried about being claustrophobic. See, that's the dog. There we go. Racist means that he can rub people the wrong way who aren't of our defined culture. And as I said, I'm not a big fan of artists. I believe an artist comes with one of the later explorers, so we will get around to using an artist. So we need to go for application over aesthetics. We could use a trader and welcomed Ardeshir Mehta in our trek. At least the ship was ready to head for distant shores. So there's no point improving any animals because the last one got eaten. We just need food. So we will just take 6 of those and be on our way. I'm thinking we're going to drop the Abomination straight away. Just in time, our ship was prepared to set sail. Let's go. Let's go. Expedition 3. It's a bit more open this time, which is awesome. And it looks like we're sailing right in. Just in a 4-region map again, which is great. Just as I thought we would never find a way through these waters, we arrived at our expedition area. We had arrived and it was time to start exploring. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Now, first things first, let's promote you so we get better haggling prices. Very nice. And let's dismiss you. I'm not even going to keep you on, I don't think. It's not worth it. Because... No, let's keep you on. As soon as you try to eat someone, we will attack you. I think is the best way of going about it. So we have a old camp. Okay. We found an old campsite, the remains of an expedition that had failed long before us. All the bones we found had been cracked open as if seemed sucked dry. Have you been here before, Abomination? I was certain there was something to find here. I told the people to form small teams and investigate the surroundings. Abomination, you go by yourself. Me and good old Ardeshir will just go in the opposite direction. To our surprise, one of the rotten crates still had some valuable equipment. Oh, more chocolates. Awesome. And what's that? Empty canvas. We'll take it. We can always drop it, and we can use it to trade, which I think is a win-win situation there. And we shall pop over here now. And we have a stone circle. We came across a stone formation that seemed to be man-made. There were inscriptions etched into each rock. Maybe they formed a kind of map. Let's have a look. We began to analyse the inscriptions and found that they would help us to gain insight into a nearby area. Okay, so right, we're pretty much in the dead centre of this. I suppose it would be useful to see if we can actually get through there or not. So that'll do. And we can. We can. And there's one more section left in this region. For some reason, the compass is going doolally sort of in the top right region. So I guess we should go across. Let's go and check out this other question mark. Please, Abomination. Can't you just eat chocolate? Ugh. I heard unusual sounds. I ran to investigate and found Ardashir Meta was trying to defend himself against the Abomination. We're going to have to protect him. Oh my lord. Okay. Okay. So, we can attack. Is that it? That's all I can do with that dice. Okay. So, what happens if I do that? A headbutt and he's stunned. Let's do that. And what can that be? That can only be paws. Let's pull those both out and roll for an eye. Right, so can I use those? Nope. But I can use those, can't I? And if I bring out another one of those, nope, can't use that. Okay, so precise attack. Oh, strong claws, 4. It's not bad actually. And attack that. How many do we have left? 4. Double attack. And I can't put out any more, can I? Okay, end the round. Oh, awesome! Awesome! You can have another headbutt, sir. We stripped what was useful from the dead. Probably not a lot. Ha! Ironic. That would have been the meat that would have helped us keep going. But there you go. Never mind. So I'm not worried about the meat. Can't take those. What's more useful here? I suppose machetes aren't too useful. Traversing jungles, elevators. Let's give it to that. After we had slain the terrible creature, everyone seemed relieved. Well, hopefully, as long as we haven't annoyed the tribespeople too much, we might be able to pick up someone else. We arrived at a native village. We encountered a tribe that were a shamanistic group. One of the natives spoke fluent English and introduced herself as Dejayavona. She insisted that the spirits had warned her about our arrival. In perfect English, she asked us why we had come here. We'd like to recruit and trade. I told Dejayavona that we required a local or two that could show us around. She agreed and welcomed us into the village. Okay, so recruit, please. I asked around to find out if some locals were inclined to join the trek. However, all the villagers refused to join our cause. We needed to increase our standing with these people before they would join. Okay. We felt welcome here. Okay, what about trading? So we can haggle. What's that? A golden coin. How much is that worth? Ho, ho, ho. Too much. Can we get some fruit out of it? Can we get a couple pieces of fruit? That's fine. I settled on a deal with the natives. That is okie dokie. We packed the trek and headed out as new adventures awaited us. In distrust, the natives stared at me as I departed their village. The following days, I caught glimpses of a village warrior behind me. Right, okay. Well, we're going to eat those straight away. I should have upgraded him before this, but never mind. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, okay. So, so we can either go up high and use the climbing gear to get up there, which will open up the top region, or we can sort of go towards this, which I presume will be somewhere we can sleep. So it's probably for the better. Yeah, okay. So, let's go to the swamp area. We'll come through to this bit in a second. In fact, can we get there first? Let's go there first. Oh, a cave. Well, let's explore the cave. We approached a cave. It seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We required a torch to uncover its secrets. Okay, so we'll use a torch. We lit a torch and descended into the darkness. We found a small passage in one of the walls that seemed to lead into another part of the cave. Only one person could fit into the opening. Now, I've never liked this situation before. I can't afford to lose anyone, so we shall leave. A group of native warriors appeared as if by magic. They must have been tailing me since I left their village. Their leader was furious about my actions and demanded that I pay tribute in compensation. I haven't done anything! I haven't done anything. Deny tribute. Yeah, go away. I managed to somehow calm them down and make peace with them. They finally left me alone again. Rude. Rude. So we're only a couple of sanity off getting there in one piece, so we'll give it a whirl. There we go. Awesome. This waterfall was of enormous scale. It was an awe-inspiring sight. The water cooled down the air, creating a fresh breeze, so let's rest up. All hope seemed to be lost. Even the warming flames of a campfire had a hard time to ease our minds. This night, Ardashir Meta began to quietly whisper from time to time, as if he was talking to someone that was clearly not there. Are you okay? So we are now up to 41. As we prepared for departure, I knew we would miss the gentle noise of the falling water. The natural beauty of this place was breathtaking. Let's rest once more. It was a pitch black night as we sat by the fire, laying awake and listening to the chaotic nature surrounding me. I wondered if there was a way to anticipate the kinds of dangers that would await me when exploring the forsaken temples in these lands. Maybe if I paid extra attention to their appearance, I could gain more knowledge. Thanks for the heads up. And that's about enough of that. After days of resting, we still enjoyed the gentle noise of the falling water. This was truly a beautiful place. But we need to crack on. So, oh, a crab. Right, there's one more thing in this region. Is that a volcano? An inactive volcano. Good to know, good to know. How much to get to there? Climbing gears 42. It's not a lot of difference really, is there? 2 climbing gear. Let's go to the first one. And then we'll be able to see what's up north. Oh, jeez. So, you've got to loop all the way around to get to that one? Question mark. No, it's not worth doing. Not worth doing. We'll just crack on. So, looks like we're heading north. Let's go to the next hill, and it might give us a decent look at both of these regions. Cool. Right, so there are 4 areas supposedly in this one. We got enough? We got enough. Let's go to this one first. And that is a old camp. We entered an old campsite, likely the remains of a failed expedition before us. The few mortal remains were long rotten and overgrown by the voracious plant life. Okay, I was certain there was something to find here. I told people to form small teams and investigate the surroundings. We were delighted to see one of the corpses was still clinging to valuable equipment. Yoink! We will take that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, we're going to have to eat some chocolate, that's for sure. Now, we can either go to this question mark with the hyenas, or this question mark with the tiger. So, do you want to die by multiples, or do you want to die by just the one? Or we can make our way down there. Let's finish off that region. We'll get a region point. It looks like we're going to have to go up against some hyenas, but never mind. Oh, it's a shrine. Awesome. A large building loomed in front of us. It was a bold testament to the power of its creators. The portal that led within emanated an eerie chill. A thick layer of sand seemed to surround the structure. So let's enter that. We carefully entered a well-preserved ceremonial chamber. It was truly an awe-inspiring sight. Our steps echoed as we approached the sacred altar. Okie dokie. Oh! Why? Why have such good stuff? Why have such good stuff? Well, we're going to have to drop the torch and the machetes and take both of those, I think. That's the only obvious answer. We're going to need the bullets in a second, I feel. So, yeah. Yeah. This was not a day of hesitation. We took what we came for. We grabbed the treasure and hurried outside as everything around us began to wither and die. We could not tell how, but it seemed like we had caused some kind of shift in the climate of this region. That's fine. That's fine. Wither and die away. Wither and die away. So, that's 36. So let's eat 2. It will get us close. 34. I think I prefer that line because we've got less chance of getting the... oh, hyenas after us, who are now coming after us anyway. Oh, okay. Explore the portal. An ancient gate stood before us. In its centre, a swirl of light seemed to form some kind of portal. Now, we could enter the portal, but... I've got no capacity. That's my thing. That's what's annoying me. Let's do it. We must have all our courage and march through the arch. A moment later, we walked out into a mysterious and strange landscape. Yeah, we're entering the portal. We're entering the portal. Oh. We had seen enough of this place. Like, oh, no. Stuck his head through the portal. No, not for me. We stepped once more through the port to return to where we came from. Okay, well, we'll just leave it as is. Oh, we get a butterfly. So we need 42 to get up onto the mountain. We appear to have lost our compass. Our compass in the top left-hand corner has disappeared. So we are now winging it. We are now winging it. Oh joy, oh joy. Let's try and make it to this last one. So 0. And we need 42. Well, that's as close as we're going to get, I think. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, another shrine. Oh, and the compass is back. Awesome. Right, so it's the pyramid is definitely in the left-hand corner. That's for sure. So let's see what else we can pick up. A shrine towered above us. It was in terrible shape as the weather had been beating down on it for centuries. One would have to climb up the outside to reach the entrance. A thick layer of sand seemed to surround the structure. We know what that one's all about. We can climb without safety. How many of those do we have? So we've got 2 there. 3 there. You've got none, have you? We might be alright. Let's give it a whirl. Rubbish. Robbed. What happens now? We had to try. After a short motivational speech, we started to ascend the weather-torn wall. I should have known better. Adesha Mehta slipped and broke his ankle. I was able to pull him up, but he almost lost consciousness. We arrived at what seemed to be the treasure chamber. It was a truly awe-inspiring sight. We've done this bit. Right, so we're going to take the bowl. We're going to leave. We know that the climate's going to shift, and we're going to eat the chocolate. We're just going to leg it. I've got a feeling this might be like a waterfall or something we can... No, it can't be a waterfall. It's by no water. It'll just be a cave, I think. Well, that's our only choice. We've just got to get as close as we can to this, and hopefully we'll make it through. Run! No. The morning began with a tragedy. Ardashir Mehta did not breathe anymore and must have died in his sleep. I could not find a sensible explanation for this occurrence. Maybe the last days had been too much for him and he had just decided to die. That's it. I'm done. I'm spent. I'm out. And we're overburdened by 2 slots. We need to get back with something. Can we still move? We can, but it's just going to cost us a lot. 89 sanity. Okay, so if we drop the bullets, does that make that any better? Not really. Not really. So we've got a golden statue. We have a large gold coin. And we have a golden bowl. If you're going to drop one, which one would you drop? You see, the golden statue looks like it's got gems in. And so does the golden bowl. But the golden coin, a large golden coin, a large bowl, a golden statue. Let's go to the statue. Only 19 now. We might be okay. Oh, then again. One of the darkest nights, my stomach was empty as my thoughts of... My stomach was as empty as my thoughts of hope. I whispered a goodbye to Dodger and made him take his last breath. He tasted delicious and I felt some life coming back to my body. Wow. Dark. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, we could explore the cave. We've got sanity now. Let's have a look. We approached a cave. It seemed to lead deep into the mountain. We needed a torch to move inside. Do you have... Oh, you've got... Actually, got lots of eyes. Let's have a look. Hooray! Hooray. This expedition would not be stopped by lack of torches. Our march into the darkness began. Faith smiled upon us and guided our steps through the darkness. I could not tell how long we kept marching through the darkness, but eventually we saw some light coming from the end of the tunnel. We found a small cabin filled with the remains of what seemed to be a failed expedition. The skeleton of what must have been a French explorer stared at us through hollow eye sockets. We were delighted to see that one of the corpses was still clean to valuable equipment. We have food. Tin can containing good old English beans, only enjoyable to a certain degree. Well, we'll take all those. That's all we can take, and then we should just... Can we eat? Why can't I eat the tin? Why can't I eat those? I'm clicking away. Alright, screw you then. We'll just carry on. That's going to flood, isn't it? Well, the pyramid's pointing to the top left, so... Oh, top right. It's going to be that there, isn't it? Well, we found the pyramid. Oh, I say we. Marie, by herself, found the pyramid. The majestic golden pyramid rose above its environment. I found the goal of my journey. Well done. After weeks of travelling, great pride overcame me. I knew that the name Marie Curie would be forever remembered. So we came first again, which is good. We got the pyramid, so fame's doing alright. We got a bit of loot, which is cool. We're going to have to sell one of them, though, just to get some money, I think. Bravo! Right, so we've got 5 again to choose from. We've got anthropology. Studies of indigenous cultures can be created for additional fame. Not too fussed about that. Black market again, interesting. Adept receives an additional support die. That'd be very useful since I'm by myself. Jungle explorer, reduce cost in thick jungle, or waterproof, reduce movement costs in shallow rivers. So it's jungle explorer or adept. Jungle explorer or adept. Well, you can't always guarantee you can go to a jungle, but you can always guarantee you're going to need an extra die. So we'll go for the dice. And thankfully, becoming first is keeping us ahead for the time being. Although there's only what's that? 72 ahead. So the fame is worth, the coin is worth 50. It's a shame you can't swap them over and see which is better. So you just got to sort of wing it. So we'll gift that. Oh, see? We'll sell that. So I know a Russian collector who will love this. Awesome. Okay. So we're doing okay. No, we're doing terribly. We're doing terribly. I can't see this going on much longer with Marie. I really can't. But that's an episode. That's quite a long episode, actually. I didn't see there was much point in ending it. I thought it was going to be all over a lot sooner, in a much more grisly fashion. But we got to the end, and we'll get one more out of it, I feel. Probably not a very long one, but even so, we'll get one more out of it. So, thanks for watching, guys. As always, a like is appreciated, and I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy.